For 115 years, East End United Methodist Church has stood on the corner of Holly and 13th Streets in East Nashville. But that's about to change as the congregation works to recover from last year's tornado. News Channel 5's Chris Davis joins us live. Chris, what comes next for this historic church?
Well, sadly, the first step, and painful for many members of this congregation, will be demolition. This entire complex will be demolished and they're going to have to start over. But the good news is, not all is lost.
The structure that's been such a presence in the neighborhood for the last 100 years.
After thousands of Sunday services, baptisms, and weddings, East End United Methodist is preparing for a funeral.
Our efforts really revolved around doing whatever we could to save the sanctuary.
Every architect and engineer told them the same thing. It would be too costly and dangerous to restore. Instead, they have to completely rebuild.
Just really sad. I mean, it was just a sad confirmation of really the damage that's been done and a reminder of kind of the pain of March of 2020.
It will be a new structure, but with plenty of odes to the old.
As many of the bricks and stonework that we can salvage to make a part of this new building as possible.
Including a beloved stained glass window shattered by the storm.
It was the most heavily damaged of all of the windows, so there was a lot of fragments of glass, but there were still some pieces that could be salvaged.
The restoration of this is very laborious.
But with Dennis Harmon as their stained glass shepherd, they shall not want.
Most of this glass that you see here and in that pile over there was on the floor, draped over the pews, shattered.
Piece by piece.
We'll paint a whole new face for this.
The team at Emmanuel Studio has been able to get this mangled mess.
This is one of 3 rows windows that is a component of the big, large north window.
Back in better shape, using some of the same techniques used to make the windows 115 years ago.
Painted and fired on the glass, which is a technique that's been the same for nearly 1,000 years.
Dennis and church leaders are still working out how the fully restored Good Shepherd window will look, but they know it will somehow pay tribute to the tornado.
I want to have some sort of a message in there somewhere to tell the viewers, look what I've been through.
Because when you're mourning a loss, it's important to remember.
Even when times are hard and tragedies happen, God does work within those times. Just kind of a living reminder into the next century.
And then give thanks for new life.
There's some relief and some hope in the ability to kind of turn over a new leaf and start rebuilding here in East Nashville.
Now, between FEMA relief and insurance money, the church has a lot to work with, but they still have a gap of about $1.5 million to do everything that they want to do. They currently have a capital campaign going on right now. If you'd like to assist them, we have a link on our website where you can find a link to donate to that campaign. Reporting live in East Nashville, Chris Davis, News Channel 5.